Okay, so we're going to take a look at multiplying polynomials. So on that whole of a tab that we just made in the last video, you're going to write in multiplying. So right where my pen is, in that space, and I'm just going to mark it so that I can turn the page over. You are going to write in multiplying. Okay, go ahead and color in the tab. Okay, then, so this is what it looks like. Then take your ruler, and on the bottom of polynomials, you're going to cut across and down. But at the bottom of polynomials, not multiplying. So, turn your page over so you can see where the bottom of polynomials. And then multiplying is going to be the left and the right hand side of this page. So there are two ways of multiplying polynomials, and we're going to look at both of them. We're going to do the first one on the left hand side and then the second one on the right hand side. Alright, so two different ways of doing the exact same thing. So starting on the left hand side of the page, let's do it the first way. So step one is going to be to get into the house and leave no man behind. Don't forget anybody outside, okay? Get in the house, leave no man behind. Number two, color in like terms. Number three, combine colors. Number four, write in standard form. And remember, I'm not going to keep writing this down, but standard form is like in exponent decreasing order. So it goes 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Something like that. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's get right into it. Let's take a look at an example. And you've actually done this before. I'm just officializing it. Example 1. If you had negative 9a squared times 2a to the 4th power. Alright, whoever's outside the house wants to get inside the house. So negative 9a squared is getting in. So that's going to be negative 18. And then what do you do to do the exponents when you multiply? You add. So 2 plus 4 is 6. And that's it. So the new thing is we're putting exponents into it. So you just need to remember when you're multiplying, you just add the exponents. Example 2, what if you had 4g minus 4 squared? Well, you have to look at what 4g minus 4 squared looks like. It means 4g minus 4 times 4g minus 4. It's the same thing twice. Because 4 squared is 2 times 2, 6 squared is 6 times 6. So the same thing twice. Now let's go ahead and get in the house. So get in the house, leave no man behind. So we start with the 4g. 4g times 4g is 16, and then g is going to be g squared. So correct that right there. Oh, I guess I do. And then the second one, 4g times negative 4 is negative 16g. The other person gets in the house now, negative 16g. And the last person gets in the house, positive 16. So every single thing is now in the house. Said hi to everyone, didn't leave anyone behind. Alright, I'm going to do it one more time. So 4 times 4, 16, g times g, g squared. Negative 4 times 4, negative 16, and g times not invisible 1. Negative 4 times 4, negative 16, and then g. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Then it says color like terms. So you're going to color the ones that look exactly the same. So I'm coloring in all my squared terms. So this is not the squared. Coloring in all my g's. There's another g right there. And coloring in all my numbers. Then it says go ahead and combine them. So it looks like squared green is by itself. So it's just going to be 16g squared. And then my reds, it's going to be tigers meet tigers, more tigers, so 32g, and my blue by itself. And make sure it's in standard form, so it goes in decreasing order. You have 2, 1, 0, that's fine. And that's it. Alright, we'll do one more example just to make sure we got it. Now, so we're going to get in the house and leave no man behind. So let's go ahead and do that. So 2j squared gets in the house. So you multiply, it's going to be 6j. And you just add the exponents. So j to the 5th power. Alright, then you don't be rude. So say hi to the next person. Don't be rude. So you say hi to the next person. That's going to be 2 times 8. That's 16. And then j squared, add the exponents, is invisible 1. So that's 3. Say hi to the last person in the house. Make sure you say hi to everybody. Negative 4. And then there's no j, so j squared. Alright, so the first person successfully in the house. Now the second person, 8 times 3, that's going to be 24, and j cubed. And then say after the next person, 64. 8 times 8, 64. J to the 1 or just J. Last person, 8 times -2, -16. And now the second person is successfully inside the house and said hi to everybody. Alright, so color the like terms. So take some colors. So something to the power of 5, nothing else. Okay. Next one, positive 16, J cubed. Anything else? Yep, there we go. Next one, -4, J squared. There it is. Next, anything? Nope. Next one, positive 64J. And last one. Excuse my big head. Alright, now combine the colors. So only brown is by itself, so just write it out. Purple has 2, so tigers meet tigers, more tigers. So we're adding. You get 40J cubed. No green, so that's the only one, so write it down. And red, yep, write it down by itself, and number by itself, so write that down. And that's it, that's your answer. So that's the first way of doing it, so let's take a look at the second. Alright, first step, draw a box. The height is going to be 1 more than the degree of the first polynomial. The height is going to be 1 more than the degree of the first polynomial. And really this is going to be just like the lattice multiplication, so this is where it comes into play. So 1 more than the degree of the first polynomial, that's the height. The length is going to be 1 more than the degree of the second polynomial. So the length is going to be 1 more than the degree of the second polynomial. Right, so you're going to actually recognize what this is. So it's going to be really simple this way, and this way make sure that you don't leave any terms out so you don't get the question wrong. So this is actually the way I want you to do it. Number 2, write the polynomial on the outside edges of the box. Write the polynomials on the outside edges of the box. The very important thing to remember is that you have to include zeros if needed. Include zeros if needed. What does that mean? So if I had x squared minus 1, I remember I have to go 2, 1, 0. So I'm missing the 1. So it's going to have to be x squared plus 0x minus 1. Because I was missing the exponent of 1. So you have to include the zeros. Number 3, multiply. Number 4, like terms will be the diagonals. Then combine them. So number 4, like terms will be the diagonals. Then combine them. So this is actually really exactly the lattice multiplication. Alright, then number 5, write in standard form. So first example, if you had 2x minus 3 times 4x squared plus 6 minus 6. Alright, so you have to look at the degree. Remember, the degree is the exponent like we've done before. So the degree over here is 1. So if the degree is 1, remember the height. So you have to draw a box, but you need the height. The height is 1 more than the degree of the first polynomial. So we're going to do 1 plus 1 to find the height, because it's 1 more than the degree. So it's going to be 2. The height is going to be 2. The length is going to be 1 more than the degree of the second polynomial. The degree here is 2. The exponent is the biggest exponent or the largest exponent of 2. And it's going to be 1 more. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So the height is 3. So we're going to draw the box with a height of 2 and a length of 4. So go ahead and draw this box. Make it as even as you possibly can with a height of 2 and a length of 3. Just like that. There's my box. Alright, it says write down the polynomials on the outside edges of the box. So the first polynomial is just the height, and then the second one is the length. So here's my height, perfect, 2. Here's my length, perfect, 3. That means there are no zeros. If I didn't have a perfect match, it means I had some zeros. Like terms, we're going to multiply. Like terms will be diagonals. So multiply, that's going to be 4x cubed. That's going to be 2x squared. Remember, don't forget to add the exponents with the x's. Negative 12x squared. Negative 3, negative 6, positive 18. Okay, now like terms will be diagonals, combine them. So I'm going to take colors here so I can show you what they are. So I'm just going to draw diagonals. I'm going to do different colors. Diagonals on different colors so that you can see them. All different colors on my diagonals. Alright, and that's what it is, combine them. So purple's by itself, combine the blues, that's tigers versus Trojans, tigers win by 10. Tigers versus tigers, more tigers, 15, and that one's by itself, so just plus 18. And that's it, that's your answer. So So multiplying is really just like the lattice multiplication, and this makes it so simple because it's already in order and you don't skip anything. But let's see if we were missing something, we had to put a 0. So let's look at another example. Alright, so we have x to the 4th power minus 3x squared plus 2x squared minus x plus 5 multiplied by 2x squared plus 4. So again, first thing we're going to need to do is draw a box. So we need to determine what our height and our length is. So remember, our height is 1 more than the first one. What's the degree? 4, right? That's the biggest exponent, so the degree is 4. So add 1 to that, that's going to be your height. So the height is 4 plus 1, which is 5. And we're going to do the same thing for the second one. The length is 1 more than the degree of the second one. So the second one, the highest exponent is 2. And we're going to add 1 to that, so 2 plus 1, which is 3. That's your length. So now we're going to draw our box. So the height is going to be 5, so 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines, and we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Make your boxes. Okay, so then now we're just going to write them across on the outside. And we're going to count to make sure that they have enough. So this one says that only 5 boxes means there should be 5 terms. That one says there are 3 boxes, should be 3 terms. So you can see we're missing something. Write the polynomials on the outside edges of the box. Be zeros if you include zeros if you need. So we're going to be careful when you write this down because it's not matching. So it's going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So this one's actually okay because it has all of the terms. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and I'm talking about the exponents. On this one, it should have 3, but it only has 2, so there's 1 missing, and it's between. It should go 2, 1, 0. So I was missing the 1. So now you make sure you put the 0x. That's going to be the biggest thing. Multiply, everything else is easy. The biggest thing is just going to remember with the 0. Add the exponents, so it's the 6. Add the exponents, so to the 5, but it's 0, so it doesn't matter. And just 4x to the 4th power. Alright, so negative 6, and then add the exponents, so to the 5. Negative, well, 0, add the exponents to the 4, and then negative 12x cubed. 4, add the exponents to the 4, 0, add the exponents to the 3, and 8x cubed. Let's go ahead and correct that. So negative 2x add the exponents to the 3, 0x add the exponents squared, negative 4x. Last one, 10x squared, 0x, and 20. Alright, so the like tabs are the diagonals, and you're just going to combine them. So take different colors and make diagonals. It's the easiest way so you don't skip anything. So take different colors and make diagonals. Listening check, shade in the boxes with where it says example 1 and example 2 on this page. Shade in the boxes where it says example 1 and example 2 on this page. Then we're just going to combine them right now. So we'll start from the left hand side. It really doesn't matter, put it in order. So 2x to the 6 by itself. Then combine the blues, negative 6x to the 5. Combine those, that's 8x to the 4. Combine those, tigers meet tigers. So negative 14x to the 3. Then Trojans meets Trojans, that's 18x squared. And then that's just negative 4x, and that's just plus 20. And you're going to notice it's already in order. It goes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that's perfect. That's it. I'll do just one more example, and then you should be good to go. So example 3. We're going to have 6n cubed minus 6n minus 5 times 7n squared minus 5n plus 3. And I'm just going to use a space right here on the right hand top because I haven't used it. So draw a box. Height is 1 more than the polynomial, so the length is 1 more. So what's the degree? There's 3, so we're going to height is add 1, so it's going to be 4. So I need to have 4 terms, and you can see you only have 3, so you know you're going to have a 0, 1. Degree here is 2 plus 1 is going to be 3, and you have 3 terms, so that's going to be perfect. So the first one has a 0 in it, so you have to go 3, 2, 1. So let's draw a box. So 4 versus 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and make it. Write the polynomials on the outside edges of the box. Make sure you include those zeros. Alright, so first one, you'll see there are 4, so I'm missing 1. Which one am I missing? Supposed to go 3, 2, 1. I'm missing 3. I'm missing 2. So it's going to go 6 and 3, 0 and 2, because I was missing the 2. Then negative 6n, and then negative 5. So I got all of them. Then this one has 3, so it's perfect. 7n squared minus 5n plus 3. Alright, go ahead and multiply. And the like terms is the diagonals. So multiply, that's 6 times 7. That's going to be 42n, and add the exponents 5. Negative 30, and add the exponents 4. 18n cubed. Next one, 0, add the exponents 4. 0, add the exponents 3. 0, and n squared. Next one, negative 42n, add the exponents, divisible 1, so 3. Positive 20, add the exponents, and 2. And negative 18n. Last one, negative 35n squared, positive 25n, and negative 15. Alright, so remember the like terms are your diagonals, and you just need to combine them. So take some colors, different colors, and do diagonals. Make them different so that you don't combine the wrong things. Different colors for the diagonals. Starting on the left, because I'll be the highest exponent, 42n to the 5th power. Then that's just negative 30n to the 4th power. Tigers meets Trojans. Who's going to win? Tigers are going to win. I'm just going to do it on the side here, 42 minus 18. And they're going to win by 24. N to the 3rd power. And then Tigers versus Trojans again. Tigers win by 5, n squared. Tigers versus Trojans. Trojans win by 7, n, and negative 15. So notice it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And the exponents, that is. And that's it. So let's get some practice in. Let's make sure we get really good at this, because it's really easy.